Hello, friends, and welcome to Extraordinary Connection. I'm Pastor Scott, and I'm glad you're here. Today, I want to share the story of Tom Moore. Tom was born in 1920 in Keighley, West Riding of Yorkshire, in England, to his mother, a schoolteacher, and his father, a builder. Tom was conscripted into World War II, and he had a fairly unremarkable career serving in Europe and India before retiring as a captain. After the war, Tom went back to England and became a sales manager for a small roofing supply company, and in spare time, he liked to race motorcycles. Tom lived a perfectly average, nondescript life, and likely you've never heard of Tom Moore until maybe last year. When COVID started running rampant through England and the infection and hospital rates started spiking, Captain Tom Moore, at age 99, decided he was going to do something about it. He was going to help how he could. He decided he was going to walk to raise money for charity. At age 99 and requiring a walker, he couldn't go very far or very fast, but he decided he would make laps around his garden in the back of his house. The idea was people would pledge and Tom would walk. And you've likely done something similar for causes, either as a walker or a sponsor, crop walk or whatever. Someone says they'll walk a certain distance and they go out and find a sponsor to support their walk, and all the proceeds raised go to charity. When Captain Tom started, he hoped to raise £1,000 by doing 100 laps around his garden. But he ended up raising more than £40 million for the NHS, National Health Services, charities together. It's a conglomerate charity, kind of like our United Way. £40 million donated by 1.5 million people, all giving to Captain Tom's walk. This unassuming gentleman became a national celebrity in England. He got knighted in a private ceremony with the Queen. He became an honorary colonel, and he had a bus and a train named after him. On his 100th birthday, the Royal Air Force did a flyover honoring the day. And because he received so many birthday cards for his 100th birthday, the Postal Service had to open a new sorting facility just to handle all his mail. Tom died on February 2nd, and England is in mourning. Why did this unassuming man become such a beloved celebrity and symbol of kindness in England? Why was he able to set a Guinness Book World Record for fundraising? Why did the whole nation lift him up as the pinnacle of kindness? I think it was because of his gentle spirit. When Captain Tom started his pledge drive, he was interviewed on the BBC. And what started out as a cute pop culture piece about a 99-year-old man raising money for charity quickly became a gravitational well that drew people in. Because when Tom talked about what he was doing, why he was raising money, his story was so humble, and it was shared with an infinite gentleness. Tom wasn't looking for fame. He was earnestly looking to help those who needed help because of COVID. And because he was kind, and because he had a gentle, tender attitude, it made all the difference. It rallied people to his cause, and it turned Captain Tom into a celebrity. See, kindness with gentleness is an amplifier. Adding gentleness to a kind act increases its reception, its reach, and its capacity for good. A kind act coupled with gentleness, and look out. The sky's the limit on what you can do to change the world. But kindness without gentleness can be almost abrasive. You and I, we both can do the exact same act of kindness, But the attitude we bring with us, the spirit we bring to the act, will either amplify or dampen the kind act. Our capacity for gentleness will either make the kind act soar with the eagles or fall flat on its face. When my kids were little and they got hurt outside and they scraped their knee or whatever, they didn't want me treating their wound. They wanted mom to treat the wound. They wanted her to wash the scrape and put the bandage on the knee. She didn't do any different actions than I did. But her nursing, her kind act, was done with a gentle tenderness, while mine was more business. And consequently, it drew the kids to her instead of me. They wanted mom to take care of them. Her gentleness amplified the act of kindness. Proverbs 15:1 says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And that's true. How you say something is as important as what you say, isn't it? And the same is true with our actions. A kind act done with gentleness sends way more love into the world than a kind act done out of a sense of duty or obligation. As you look for ways to be kind in the world, friends, don't forget the lesson of Captain Tom Moore. If you do your acts of kindness wrapped with a spirit of gentleness, then you really can change the world. And I'll see you at extraordinaryconnection.org.